Our good buddy is Brian Kenny. Haven't had a chance to talk to him in a while. It's a slow day, so what the heck? They always said, let's get Kenny in with Russo. They can scream and yell and have some laughs. Brian, it's a pleasure. Let's go. We got a couple things to do here. Let me start with the good stuff first. You know this much better than I do. Is Schilling almost guaranteed, since it's at 70%, is he almost guaranteed of getting the required 75% with the 21 ballot?
Under normal circumstances, yes. I wonder, though, what will the effect be of, we know his social media profile, right? He's not making himself any more popular. And the fact that the ceremony was pushed back another year. We know that Derek Jeter, Ted Simmons, Larry Walker are already going to be there. If there is a ceremony, and we hope there is, that's what they're planning on doing. So I wonder how many writers might hold it and not automatically get Schilling over the top. He's very close. Ordinarily, yes. I'm not positive. I would think so, but I'm not positive.
How many more years does he have left on the ballot?
I think 2 more. I think it's 8, maybe 2 or 3.
All right, so he'll make it eventually.
You would think.
A long wait, but you would think. That's question 1. Question 2, since he's only got a year or 2 left on his ballot, they get a little break next year with Ortiz, because that would be an interesting debate. Bonds, Clemens, will they make any appreciable jump from the 60-61%?
I don't think so. I don't think there's enough new voters, because the younger voters feel differently about the whole steroid era than the people who lived through it. So no, I don't think they get there. They've been kind of stalled in that 50 to 60%. That's different than when you get where Schilling is at 70%. So they've only got the 2 years left. I don't think so.
You don't? That's a good job. Number 3. I know we're going to get to Rolen here in a minute, and Vizquel. Let's go to my old buddy Kent. I think you believe in him finally, like you convinced me of Martinez. Maybe I've convinced you of Kent. I mean, his vote has been very feeble at 20%. I know he's not getting a 70, but could I see a decent jump this year for Kent where he maybe gets to 40%? Is that possible? Yeah, no,
I think that's a good call, because it's a more wide-open ballot. It's cleared out of a lot of those, sabermetric darlings, Messina, Edgar Martinez. I think, there's still a couple of steroid guys on there. But with the new class coming in, I don't think there's a hard yes for any of them. Mark Burley had a very good career. Tim Hudson, Torrey Hunter, they're all worth a debate. I've done essays on all of them for MLB Now. But I don't think there's a solid number 1. And there's the list of the first-timers, right? Good players, but nobody, Ramos Ramirez as well. But nobody that you're going to say, whoa, I've got to, save a vote. So when you look at it, you could easily just, think, if I go 5 or 6, and writers are used to going that deep now, Doug. They were used to going 9 or 10. I think now they look at it and say, hey, what about Billy Wagner? What about Scott Rolen? What about Jeff Kent? And Kent is one of those guys. He's still first in home runs at his position, second in RBIs, was a great player at his peak. You make a good point for Kent. I think he's right on the border.
All right, number 3. Now you're on this. Who do you feel more strongly about, Vizquel or Rolen?
Oh, Scott Rolen.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Well, tell me why.
Well, one guy is top 10 all-time at his position, and the other guy's top 25. Rolen is 9th all-time in WAR, and it's not just wins above replacement. The guy was a great fielder, and he was a very good power hitter. He's one of the top 10 third basemen of all time, even if you take out WAR. Dog, I don't know, he's just above that, and these guys, that Ken Boyer, Buddy Bell, Greg Nettles level. He's just above those guys, maybe below Ron Santo and, Chipper Jones, clearly. But he's a solid Hall of Famer.
I'm not sure if he's top 10. I got to think about that. I mean, obviously, Santo, Chipper, Pie Trainer, Schmidt, and Brett.
Yeah,
that's 5
and you haven't gotten to 10. And Brooks Robinson,
Eddie Matthews,
and now you're at 7, 8, and then you get to 8.
Brooks Robinson, Brooks Robinson.
You've named
7
8
right there.
Yeah, 7, right?
Thought about it.
Keep going.
Thought about it.
Keep
Give
going.
Me a chance.
Then keep going. You get to Scott Rolen very quickly. It's Greg Nettles, Buddy Bell, Ken Boyer.
All right, I gave you 7. Tom, I have not even blinking.
No, but that's it. That's the 7. And George Brett, if you didn't say him, that's it. You got to 7 or 8. And now after that, what about 9 and 10 and 11? And Scott Rolen is right there. I'm not saying he's better than Mike Schmidt. Just saying he's one of the top 10 of all time.
Well,
can I show you something,
why?
Doug?
Because you're maybe.
Doug, let me show you something.
Why top 10? I mean, so since when is being in the top 10 a qualifier for being in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, it doesn't have to
you
be.
might have a position where there's not 10 great players. So why should you get in the Hall of Fame if you're in the top 10?
You don't have to be, but I think that's a pretty good marker. You can make top 20, top 15 in the history of baseball, and 130 years of baseball. Being top 10 at your position, and every position has to be occupied, and third base should be properly represented. Offensively, too, at catcher and third base, those are defensive positions, so shortstop, you have to make allowances for the offense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the idea, well, if you're top 10, you're in the Hall of Fame. No, you're not. I mean, there may not be 10 great third basemen. We just only named 7. You're right. I got to think of 3 more. So just to automatically put him in the Hall of Fame because he's in the top 10, I'm not sure if I buy that. I don't like that. You got to come up with a better than that. That's not good enough. Did he ever win an MVP?
I have something for you. Can I show you something?
Did he ever win an MVP? Rolen.
Did Derek Jeter win an MVP?
He should have the 1 year. But did Rolen ever win an MVP?
You tell me.
I didn't hear.
No, you tell me. I don't go.
No.
You don't go by the. Plus, I don't think.
Did he ever lead the league in any category in his career? Ever lead the league in RBIs?
Probably.
Batting average?
Probably.
Where is the black type back of his baseball card?
Probably.
Give me the year where he led. I'm not interested in defense because you got to. Hall of Fame is about offense.
You're not interested in defense.
In most positions.
You're not interested. Did you watch the World Series this year?
It's about.
Did you watch the playoffs this year, Doug? You're not interested in defense? Are you interested in not really, not at all? Like Mookie Betts pulling a ball over the wall, throwing a guy out at the plate.
Craig Nettles is the great defensive third baseman. He's not in the Hall of Fame. It's about offense. It's
well, maybe because of people like you that don't appreciate defense. Maybe you're the problem.
Where's the black type by his name?
But you don't think there's a player in the history of baseball that hasn't led the league? Here's what I wanted to show you, Doug. This is what surprises me, that it doesn't impress you. Look at his RBIs. I'm giving you his Triple Crown numbers. Those are all individual Scott Rolen seasons. Playing a stellar third base. Look at those numbers. He's got 34, 124, 31, 110, 31, 110 again, 25, 107. This guy really produced, Dog. You're missing the boat.
All right, do you have 7 years where you would consider, 25, 100, 300 batting average? Do we have 7 offensive years in Rolen's career?
Would I consider
somewhere in that area?
Wait, what?
Count them.
Yeah, there's probably 7 solid years. Yeah, he has 7 years over 90 RBIs. I'm speaking your language with stellar defense because defense does matter in winning baseball, Dog. Come on, Brooks Robinson. There's a reason why he's in the Hall of Fame.
It doesn't matter with the Hall of Fame for crying out loud.
It doesn't?
You know that was
You saw Brooks Robinson. He just cited Greg
Brooks
Nettles.
Robinson won an MVP. Brooks won an MVP.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Come on. That's not fair.
Keith Hernandez should be in the Hall of Fame.
Rolen never won an MVP. Oh, my God.
You don't have to win an MVP to be in the Hall of Fame. Derek Jeter proves that every time. That's it.
Oh, my God.
Happy holidays.
3,000 hits.